Well, on to the very first hike of 2024. And it's a very familiar trail. It's one I always tend to make my first hike to it in the new year. Going to good old Otter Point. Hopefully the otters will be there. And hopefully it'll be a nice, relaxing day for a hike. It'll be a short hike. It's 59 degrees, about 10 in the morning. And I got my pack with my chair on it. Sit at Otter Point for a little bit, relax, and then head back home. It's nice to be back. I got a trash bag with me. That was another thing I kind of got out of the habit of doing last year. See if I pick up any trash out here on my walk. So, looking forward to being out here on the first day, 2024. Well, it certainly didn't take me long to find some droppings from the North American knuckleheads. That's why I brought this trash bag out here to clean up the trails on my way to Otter Point. Usually this area is a little bit wet to walk in, but we're getting into the dry part of the season. So that's good. I don't feel like getting my feet wet anyway. It's the fall time. Late or early winter time, and it's usually a pretty dry time. Alrighty, I'll check back in a little bit. I think a deer just ran off. It's amazing how quiet they can be when they're scurrying in the woods. It's probably long gone. You can see some old remains of the homestead or ranch that was here. Still got a lot of leaves on the trees. Okay, it's not really much of a longer hike to get to Otter Point, so I'll probably check back in when I get there. As you can see, I'm walking down this creek, and it is pretty dry, like I said. Lots and lots of cypress knees. I'm gonna head up here on this small little hill. Yeah, it's really dry. Because this spot here is my spot when I come out here. This is usually all filled up with water. I sit on that little hill and See if the otters will come by. These are swamp lilies that are beautiful when they bloom. See if wow, I've never been able to get this far to this little channel. The water's been up a lot higher. So let's see if there's any otters. Ground's getting a little bit quaky over here now. It's pretty quiet. And look up, way up on an old cypress tree. Oh, we got another North American knucklehead here. So I'll collect that can. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Well, I'm going to sit here for a while, enjoy the quiet and the solitude, and write down some thoughts about in the journal that I'm starting again. Another thing that I didn't do last year, and just write down where I'm at, how much mileage, and the interesting things, temperature, weather conditions, things like that. And of course, if any philosophical thoughts come into my head, which happens a lot. Well, I've enjoyed my time sitting here at Otter Point, and I'm glad to be back into my groove. I got some trash in there. I've got a new journal. I write down what I told you earlier, any experiences, feelings, observations I see in the woods, with the date and the time, weather conditions, things like that. And it's great to do that. And then at the end of the year, you can look through your journal and reflect on it. I highly recommend it. And I'm glad I'm back in my groove. That's my goal for this year.